up? You're in the kitchen with Chef Carla Andre, and today I'm gonna show you guys how to make a mixed berry and a pineapple cocktail shrub. I'm gonna put my spin on it and show you how to get down in your kitchen. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna get into the mise en place. We're gonna do an ingredient rundown. I have 1 cup of strawberries. I have 1 cup of blackberries, 1 cup of raspberries. I have 1 whole pineapple that was cut into small pieces. I have some Prosecco vinegar, and I have some apple cider vinegar. I have some vanilla. I have sugar. I have nutmeg, cinnamon, and I have cloves. So let's get into it. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is take a drink of our conquito. All right, now that we've hydrated, we're gonna get to working. So I have my fruit that I've washed. I've quartered the strawberries. I'm going to take this bird mixer to mix them up. I'm laughing because the cameraman goes, "So Carla, did you get your muddler? How are you gonna smash the fruit?" And I was like, "I was just gonna use my hands." And she's like, "Are you kidding me?" I was like, "I thought it was a good idea. I felt it would bring us closer in our cocktail experience." But long story short, she told me that it was a trash idea, so here we are. So I'm gonna do this just a little bit until they get like soft and like broken down, so that way they really get incorporated into the sugar. I want more of a mush than anything. Oh man, cameraman, your idea sucks. And not so much of like a puree. So we got just a little bit more. I'm gonna do this off camera, so I can yell at the cameraman, and then I'll be back when it's time to add the ingredients. All right, so we got the fruit all nicely muddled up. Like I said, it still has a few chunks in it, but it's pretty much mush, so that way we can bring out all the sugars in the fruit naturally. I'm going to take 1 cup of sugar and add it into the fruit. And I really would say stick with the 1 cup because we are going to be adding vinegar. A shrub is a drinking syrup, I like to call it, that has fruit and sugar and vinegar. So it's like slightly tangy, slightly sweet. So I wouldn't necessarily cut back on the sugar on this part. Once you add in the 1 cup of vinegar, you may want to add more sugar or you may not want to. But as of right now, please add the 1 sugar because we need to extract the juices and we want to make sure that the base has a good enough flavor. So this one is done. We're going to scoop this one off to the side and we're going to transfer it into another container. Once we store it on the counter, we're not going to put it in the refrigerator because we want to get the juices broken down, kind of like slightly fermented, get all that stuff working. We're gonna come back when I set up and we're gonna get into the pineapple one. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. We finished the mixed berry one that has raspberries, blackberries, and strawberries with 1 cup of sugar in it. Now we're going to come over, do the same exact thing to the pineapple one. We don't wanna make a pineapple puree. We just wanna break up the fruit so that way we can start extracting its nice, lovely juices naturally. So we'll have like a little bit of chunk in it still, but not too much. Looks like a really light applesauce. All right, so we got that done. Move this out the way. Now we're gonna take our 1 vanilla bean. Cameraman, move in tight so they can see this. We are going to split it in half. Let's keep your fingers out of the way while you do it. Just move slow and firm to make sure that you are on the vanilla bean pod. Gonna pull it apart. We're gonna bust it open like so. Okay, and then let me do it so you guys can see. Then we are going to scrape that here. We'll mix it up in a second. Then we're gonna scrape. We're gonna put that in there. So that way we get the true feeling and flavor of the vanilla. Now, I came up with this recipe because anyone that knows me knows one thing. I love vanilla, love pineapple, but most of all, I love painkillers. Painkillers are a very, very, very delicious cocktail. So I wanted to make a shrub that was reminiscent of a painkiller and have some fun with my rum when I'm drinking it. So we got in 1 whole vanilla bean and we got it on the sides, but we're gonna get it off in a second. I'm gonna start with a teaspoon of cinnamon. Let's get that in here. Then we are going to do 1 teaspoon of clove. Actually, we'll do a half a teaspoon. Clove is pungent. Okay, we got a half. Then we will do, we'll do a half as well. Very pungent as well. We don't want to burn our mouths. And then we are going to mix it up. We're gonna get all that good vanilla bean into our pineapple applesauce. And we're just gonna let this sit with 1 cup of sugar as well for a day. Let's get it all mixed in. Make sure the vanilla bean, all the spices. Yeah, this smells pretty spicy. We can make some adjustments once the mixture is finished sitting and we get the vinegar in. We can always add in a little bit more cinnamon, a little bit more clove, a little more nutmeg. We can add in the other vanilla bean that we got, but let's just keep it simple and let's build on our flavors, because like I always say, we can always put in, but we can't take out. So we're going to put in 1 cup of sugar. And this pineapple itself was really, really sweet. So I'm super, super excited to see what it's gonna do with the Prosecco vinegar that I picked out for this one. And the mixed berry is going with the apple cider. So super excited to see what it does. Let's mix this all up. We'll be back. We'll check it in a day. It might take us 2 days. So we don't know when we're gonna complete it, but it's gonna get completed. So I'm gonna clean up my mess. I'll see you guys in about a day or 2. Now, how about this? We'll check in tomorrow together, and then we'll see if we're gonna complete it together. If not, we'll complete it in 2 days. So I'll see you guys back tomorrow. Good evening, we're back. I checked the shrubs before we started because I was so impatient and I wanted to find out before you guys. So they are ready. So we are going to strain them, and then we are going to mix them with the vinegar. We're gonna put them in the cute bottles, and we're gonna let them chill out until Christmas morning, afternoon-ish when we start drinking. So let's get into the process of finishing the shrubs. So the first one we're gonna do is the pineapple. So I have the Prosecco vinegar, and then I have the pineapple, AKA applesauce, that we're gonna throw into the strainer. And we are going to strain. I got a little toolie to help me get just the juice and leave all the chunks behind. This mixture smells divine. It smells just like a pine freak. It smells just like a painkiller. I think I had too much pina colada. I don't know. Maybe it was the beer. But it smells just like a painkiller. So I'm going to finish straining this up. I don't know how long it's going to take me. And then when I'm done, we'll come back, we'll add the vinegar, and we shall taste. So we got all the liquid out of the shrub, or out of the pineapples, which is going to make the shrub. So this is what it looks like now. Don't mind or bother scraping the bottom because we don't want any of the pulp. We just want juice that we squeeze out of it. So I'm going to take 1 cup of vinegar because we used 1 cup of sugar. Oh man, could this pour any slower? Oh my God. Let's see if I can get this out. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna do 1 cup of Prosecco vinegar. Bam. Right here, Prosecco. And we are going to slowly but surely add it in. All right. There we go. We're gonna mix, 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 mix. All right, cameraman, zoom in on that while I get a spoon. All right, now let's try it. Let's see. Camera, you wanna try? No, you're not interested? All right. All right. Perfect. It still has this bit of tang. I get that sweetness that's coming through. We're gonna let this sit until Christmas, and then we're gonna get into the cocktails. I'm gonna start bottling this up, and then we'll come right back so we can do our apple cider and our mixed berry shrub. I'll see you guys back in a few minutes. I smell the nutmeg, I taste it. It's delicious. The little vanilla speckles inside are awesome. It's about to be lit. What's up? So the cameraman said my eyes look very tired. I mean, they may be slightly tired, but we're here. We're getting our cocktails ready for Christmas, and we're back for round 2, the mixed berry, which has strawberries, blackberry, raspberry in it with just 1 cup of sugar. We are going to do the same thing like we did with the pineapple. We're gonna pour it in, and we're going to squeeze out all the fresh berry juice. And then we're gonna add our vinegar. So I'm gonna finish up this step, and then I'll be right back so we can add our vinegar and taste. So, mixed berry shrub has been squeezed out. Now it's time to add in our apple cider vinegar. We are going to do 1 cup. This is all the 1-to-1 ratio. 1 cup of each fruit, 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of vinegar. Simple enough, my friends. We mix it in. Let's. All right, we mix it around. Now let's taste. Delish. Super excited. This one's going with bourbon. This one's going with rum. We're gonna have a great Christmas. I'll see you guys back when it's time to make each of the cocktails. See you later.